Alright then, well, without making this an epic video series, which is not going to be, just document a little bit of the deconstruction and reconstruction of this little echo. So anyway, got the bumper cover off. It is over there now. And true to form for Craigslist stuff, this is not the first go around for this car as far as the damage, because it's been whacked in the front once before. And the reason I know that's because this is a Toyota replacement bumper support. I guess they call it bumper reinforcement. And you can tell that because not only does it have a 322 of 04 date code on it, the car's a 2000 actually, but parts for cars when they build them at the factory don't come by Average Express, and they don't go to Bill Penny Toyota on University Drive in Huntsville. That's our local Toyota dealer. My mother actually bought a couple of cars from them. So anyway, I've got to pick on through this. I'm going to get that remains of that headlight out, take the other headlight out, and take that washer bottle, which the neck of it appears to have been either bent or melted, and get that fender off, because not only will the passenger door not open with that fender in there, but this is going to give me a practice run as far as when I go to the junkyard and pick some parts off a car that I don't have to spend excess time trying to figure out how things come apart. So one thing I do like about this is it's got a bolt-in core support, this guy right here, so that thing's all mangled. So anyway, that will be unbolted, and then we'll see where we're at. There's the washer bottle, and you can see that the neck has been shoved downwards, so it's no longer really usable. It didn't break though. See, that's the difference between Japanese plastic and European plastic. If this had been European plastic, then all there would be left to be shards. It would have broken like a piece of china. Been everywhere. Plastic would have been everywhere. All you would have had left is the part where the bolts were, probably. See, it's even still got washer fluid in it. So anyway, I will continue. Well, when this thing was running, it had a noticeable rattle up here on the engine someplace, and I was hoping that was not internal, because this is a timing chain engine, and I don't like those kind of noises, but as it turned out, it was not internal. You can look here at the water pump pulley. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm kind of moving. Look how much that's moving. So it's not, it was not, he said he thought it was something was jammed up against the belt or something. That's not it. The water pump's going bad. So I put that on the list. It's not bad for 260,000 miles. It's probably the original water pump. So it was just failing, because I don't see where anything, the pulley's not broken. It's actually just that the bearing is going bad in it, I guess, because it didn't get any damage up in there. It's just confined mainly to this right up in here. So I'll do that, and the thermostat housing is right there too, and so I'll probably go ahead and put a nice replacement genuine Toyota thermostat in it, because these cars, in case you aren't familiar with them, they don't have a temperature gauge on them. So even though cooling system problems are rare on a Toyota like this, it's better off not to take that chance. And by the way, this, I said this is a timing chain engine. This is what's called an NZ engine. NZFE, I guess they call it. And so this is basically the same engine that is used in the Prius, except that the Prius version is, I think they call it an Atkinson cycle engine, and this is just a normal OTTO cycle engine. The Atkinson is just a way to get it more efficient. So, but otherwise, same basic engine. Is a 1.5 liter, and I think they also might have used them in the Scion. Those two smallest Scions, I think the XA and the XB. So, and the Yaris. So yeah, and VVTi. Very good. I don't have to take the wheel off to get this thing out. Okay, it's about 30 minutes later and I've got the fender off and the core support removed. And so now, unfortunately, the question has been answered about whether the radiator survived this incident, and the answer is no, because if you look at it, it's just destroyed basically. Got hit there, broke it off the rest of it there, and I can see that the cooling fan is in pieces down there. The air conditioner probably didn't survive this either, but we'll worry about that on another day. So this elbow right here got crunched, so it's got to be replaced also. So I'm going to go ahead and get this radiator removed, I suppose, so I can go ahead and just get everything out of the way so I can assess what I need. The coolant reservoir doesn't have any in it that I can tell, so I'm assuming that means it's also broken. So that's why the intake got broken. But fortunately the alternator looks okay. I don't see anything wrong there. I don't see anything wrong down that way. So hopefully it's just going to be confined to plastic stuff. Because this is actually not, this is very thin gauge metal here. I mean, it's, you know, it's not heavy. So it just, whenever you hit that deer, it just wiped right through it. So anyway, that's to be expected, no big deal. So let's get on with it. Okay then, so I've just fixed some of the body work. This thing here was leaned way back, pushed back too far, and so I just thought, Robert DIY says, put my foot on this, got both hands around this thing, and just put some body lean into it and snapped it back into position, so it's back fixed. Yeah, looks fine to me. So now also got this kind of crunched around back where it goes. It's not exactly right yet, but we'll work on that. The thing we gotta be careful about is can't be banging on this thing because it's got the airbag sensor there. I guess I can unplug that. But, the big deal is going to be now just to get this worked out. This thing has been, it's been kind of the thing about pulling out damage like this is you have to understand which way the metal moves. So just eyeballing it, that one and that one, it's been kind of, it's like it kind of got this way just a little bit because you have a pretty sharp bend right here, and you can tell that this bolt hole is no longer vertical right there. It's kind of that way, and then you got some folding right there too. So, and see, of course, you've got a bend right here also, so you can tell, just generally speaking, that, you know, obviously with the hood being like it was too, you know, you can tell the damage went back and just kind of down a little bit. So, and all I'm going to do to this, I'm not going to spend much effort on it. I'm just going to, I guess the first thing I'll do, I'm not going to do this radiator today because I can look in here and see what all is destroyed in there. You see the fan blades laying out, the fan motor and everything's broke apart. So it's going to have radiator, coolant neck, cooling fan, intake, hood, fender, grill, and headlight. So just looking at that, kind of looking at the relation of that thing there. Yeah, I'm not convinced that may be designed that way. I'm not convinced that frame rail is straight, but I think it is because I don't see a bend in it. It just looks kind of, I guess it is. 'cause that's the way they designed it. So. Anywho, so yeah, this is going to be another body work that shouldn't happen type deal, because I'm going to get this all stuck back together, and I'm sure I will not find parts the same color, so I'll end up scuffing them up and painting them with probably some green paint that's fairly close to it. Okay then. Somebody in the comments said they should have paid you $600 to take it away. Well, I don't know, maybe so. The way I see it is, you know, I don't be seeing these for sale for $600 anywhere, even mashed up like this. And when our gas price shoots up again, way up again, which it will, I'll be ready and waiting.